What's up guys, Average Gamer here, back with another Pokemon TCG Online deck build. And today I'm going to show off my Tapu Koko spam deck. Obviously, so it's going to revolve around the Tapu Koko GX. And it's Aero Trail that is just going to be really fun to just constantly, essentially I guess the word would be exploit in this deck. So if you don't know what this card does, Aero Trail, whenever you put this hand onto the bench, you may move any number of lightning energy from other Pokemon onto this Pokemon, and then switch it to your active. So essentially, the goal is to just spam them. Now, obviously, you can only run 4 in a deck, so you're like, oh, well, once you lay down all 4 and get them all switched, then what? Well, no problem. We also run a Sorola. So as long as it's taken any kind of damage, we can put it back into our hand. And if that's not good enough, we also have Super Scoop Up, which is a bit of a coin toss though, and if we get hits, we get it back. If tails, oh well, too bad, we'll have to deal with it. But, you know, that's 4 chances to bring it back, and it can also work with other cards such as Lele, or if you need to get Lele back. But then also, if it gets knocked out, we have a couple of rescue stretches to get it straight back into our hand as well, which means we can use it again. So there are plenty of ways to just get that Aero Blitz kind of spammed out. But obviously, we've got to have something else to play with, because we can't just run the Koko, otherwise it wouldn't work very well. So we have a couple of Lele's. Very good, because Lele only requires 2 energy to, you know, attack. Which means if you're running 2 lightning or just double colorless, it'd preferably use the 2 lightning, because then we can then switch it onto the Koko and we drop him. And we also run the Electabuzz to Electivire. This is more just to be kept on the bench as someone to hold energies when if you've got a full Tapu Koko out and you don't need to bring him back, or you haven't got another one to put out. It's a good way to leave energies on him. 2 reasons. One, his Thunder Punch does 60, but can do another 60 if you get heads. Otherwise, it'll do 20 to itself. And it's also got Giga Impact, which does 170. This is still a very decent card, and I've used it a few times before in some other decks, and it's pretty fun to play with. But we also, because he's a stage 1, we can then give him an extra 40 health. Thanks to the bodybuilding dumbbells, so he can survive on 180, which is GX, basic GX pretty much, in health, or we could give him a choice band and he can hit for 200 with that Giga Impact, or up to 150 with the Thunder Punch. And just in case we draw it at the start, we have a Talonflame. Otherwise, if you don't get it in the starting hand, you just toss it with an Ultra Ball, but essentially the Scale Weakness ability, if it's the first card, you can place it down without needing to evolve it, and its Aero Blitz attack allows you to get 2 cards from your deck, put them into your hand, so it's a good setup card. It's like having an Alolan Vulpix, but more health, and it just requires an energy. It doesn't have any retreat cost, so you can knock it away when you don't need it, so it's also pretty good with that. I was considering running the Koko promo, but then I thought this deck isn't really one that needs to like spread damage. It's more like constantly flicking out and hitting for 130. I mean, and then if your opponent actually managed to get some set up, use the Tapu Thunder, which does 50 times the amount of energy attached to all their Pokemon. So if they get up to 5 energy on all their Pokemon, that's 250. That'll knock out anything. There's no Pokemon that has more than 250 health, so it's an instant KO. Yeah. So yeah, as for the trainers, we just the usual sort. We're running 4 Max Elixirs, mostly because these are all basic. All the Kokos are basic. All the Lele is basic. Electabuzz is basic. The only evolution is the Talonflame and the Electivire. So it's a good way to just get additional energies down, because like I said, you need at least 2 down before you have 1 in your hand to drop on the active, so you can have 3 energy out. So it's a good builder. before I accidentally forgot to put in field blowers. That is definitely a necessary if you come up against a Garbodor or Garbodor, however you like to say it. The one with the ability that if it's got a Pokemon tool on it, it can stop all abilities in the field in hand, which completely and utterly destroys this deck because it all relies on the ability Aero Trail and even Tapu Lele's Wonder Tag. Obviously, it won't work on Talonflame because that's only a first turn thing, but yeah, so that completely destroys the deck, so you need those field blowers. And since they're a bit essential, we also run Skylar so we can get out trainers when we need it. It also works with the Rescue Stretcher, Super Rod, the Scoop Ups if you need it, Ultra Ball, all your trainer cards can be get out with Skylar, so that's helpful. We run the Aether Paradise Conservation Area Stadium because our basic lightning take 30 less damage, so essentially it gives our Tapu Kokos 200 health. Pretty much, I mean, it takes 30 less, so if it gets hit with 200 damage attack, it'll die in one shot, but if it takes a 170, it'll only take 140, so it gets another turn. And like I said, since you're going to be trying to switch them out with like Ace and Roller and laying down them themselves and getting them with Super Scoop Ups, it's just good to have that extra defense. As for the supporters, as I said, Ace Roller, we got the Gladian, in case, there's a good chance you're going to have a Koko prized. So that's a good way to get it into your hand. We've got one Guzma. You're not really going to worry too much about switching your opponents out, because you're just constantly switching yours, so you're not worried about your stuff. It can come in handy, but it's not essential. We've got the Lily, a couple ends. We have the Pokemon Fan Club. That's because Bridget puts them on the bench, so they don't get their ability. We need the cards to a hand, so we're going to use Pokemon Fan Club. You could also use, I believe, oops, wrong button. I'm going to go here, trainers, supporter, play. Yeah, Olivia. She puts 2 GX to your hand, which is essentially what you're going to do is get a couple of Kokos, but in case you don't have an Electabuzz on your bench, you can use the Fan Club to get the Electabuzz as well. So, that's just to also get the Electabuzz. Got the Kukui, got the Sycamores, as I said, Skylar, and Choice Band. And then just, double colorless energies, and obviously lightning. We run 10, because you're going to use trying to get them out pretty often, and you're going to switch them around. There's a good chance though they're going to be able to one shot, or there's definitely a chance that you're going to get one shot, so you want to have a lot spare. And so we also run a couple Fire and Fury bouts to also give an extra 40 health and 10 more damage. So if you run the Fury bout while you have the Paradise out, he's got 210 health and he takes 30 less damage, so it's like really decent play. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the deck. And without further ado, let's get straight into some versus match. As always, there will be a link in the description below for part 2, where I just, as always, just go straight in with a whole bunch of matches and see how well it does. Since this is in standard, we're going to be facing a lot more meta decks. When I was practicing earlier, I came up against, as I said, Garbodor. Came up against Metagross and GX. I think that was, I only practiced a couple times. So yeah, against Metagross, if you don't get yours set up quicker than they do, there's a good chance you're not going to win. This is a one where you need to get your energies out. That's the gist of it. The more energies you have out, the better chance you have of surviving. So we have to mulligan. Yeah, this deck shouldn't mulligan that often. It's got 9, I believe. 9 basics. So it's almost 1/10 of your deck is basic Pokemon. So it's hardly ever doesn't mulligan. But we're not off to the best start. But we did manage to get an energy. We can Lily. And I can also use the Ultra Ball. So might as well attach. Ultra Ball away. Let's get rid of the Kikui and Energy Switch. I'm actually gonna grab. See, well, I've got 3 of them in my deck, both my Lele's. I've got all the Electivires. Talonflame is now useless to me. We got most of our trainers, got a few of the things, and it looks like just well, only one of our lightning's prize, so all our energy is pretty much here. So we will go for our Koko, because I want to get that Fighting Fury about down, and I want a Lily straight away. So now he's set, and we can Lily for almost maximum of 7 cards. So I'll leave it as is for now. There's a good chance he'll end me, but I don't want to just waste cards right now. The Energy Lotto, no need to use it unless I want it. Unless I desperately need to draw like a DCE, which shouldn't really be necessary, because in this case it's just free lightning is what we're aiming for here, but there's the end. So it's not too bad. I mean, Lily would have just given us 6 cards otherwise, so I'd prefer to get the full. Alright, cool. And we got the Max Elixir. So next turn we can go straight in if we get lucky with the Max Elixir and hit for 130 Sky High Claw. So my opponent's using Ultra Moon, so it's Psycho or Dark. He's running Dark, so Dratini. Don't think there's a Dragonite GX. He's probably running a normal Dragonite. Oh, he's gonna grab another Lele, I assume. No, Darkrai. Well, your hand's empty. You're going all in. It's not often you see someone just go all in. Either they other Lele's prize, or yeah. All right. Well, we managed to. Like I said, we need to get lucky with this. We did. So now I can evolve. Can drop this one. And we'll attach another one. And next turn we got the Fan Club. Hopefully, the only card he can draw that'll change my hand is an N. So I really doubt he's going to get an N. But I've got the Sky High. See that? Second turn. Sky High Claw. One on the bench. Electivire up. Got a couple energies. And we can start. Yep, see, he just gave up. I was all set up to just keep spamming that chain. So when it gets set up, it just goes. It's a real quick deck. You can have, like I said, turn 2, you could be attacking. You can also get it on your first turn if you go second and you get lucky with a couple Max Elixirs in your hand. But alright, so we can go on to the next match. Alright, so now we're facing just a Dark deck. So we know he doesn't run Lele, so he can't get random supporters when he needs it. But if it's just a Dark deck, it's probably a Turbo Darkrai in. But that's fine. I mean, Darkrai revolves around having a lot of energies attached. Alright, so what do I'm definitely going to have to use the Ultra Ball. I'll get out a Lele. I'm just trying to think. If I'm going to Sycamore, obviously I'm going to lose everything. I'm not fussed about losing a DCE, because there's still 2 more in the deck, and Koko doesn't really use it. It's more for the Lele or the Electivires. Ooh, that's a lot of bench. I'm definitely not going to end for him, and ooh, right, so Yveltal, Zora, Hooper. So, well, this is terrible, because his Hooper is completely immune to GX attacks. This is a GX spam deck. So I'm definitely going to have to set up... Well, I've got a Guzma, so I can switch out what I need. I'm going to have to toss... I'm going to have to... Yeah, get rid of these. Go for an Electabuzz. I'll leave him out for a couple turns, because he can still take a couple hits. We'll attach one, and then I'm gonna Skylar for a Sycamore next turn. So if he wants to stop me from doing it, he's gonna have to end. But what this means is we're aiming for getting an Electivire next turn, so I can attach, put him out, and hopefully we draw a Floatstone as well. Then I can, if I get the heads, one-shot his Hooper, and we'll be okay for at least a little while. But he needs to get the Dark, and then he can just start attaching to his bench, because that one's set. So he's set, gonna hit for 80, so I can survive. As long as he doesn't get a, what am I thinking, a Fighting Fury Bout next turn. I'm not going to get knocked out by that, but we have to go all in, otherwise we're going to lose, so, or I could, no, there's no point in doing that. Alright, well we got it! Alright, well we managed to pull it off. We got exactly what we needed. I can also retreat, and I got a couple of max elixirs now to spam onto the Koko. Well, that is some incredible luck right there. I don't want to drop that. He could have a Guzma. No, I'll drop it. Force him to use a thing. Alright, so if we get hit, it's knocked out. Alright, never mind. We failed on the flip. But we got exactly what I want, the necessary thing to actually make it work. It's just a shame we got tails. That would have been a brilliant comeback, and then I'm obviously going to Pokemon Fan Club next turn to get a Lele. And so he's going to now set up his Raichu. So he can do 20 times each of your Pokemon play. That's 120 damage for 2 energies, or he can use his Trickster GX to use one of my attacks. So he probably wants to save my Giga Impact, but I'm gonna go for the in. Nah, he's got 4 cards. I don't want to give him extra. So Fan Club gonna get me 1 Electabuzz, 1 Lele. So now if he knows what I got. Now I'm going to knock him out, but I'm one shot. But that's okay, because I got you kind of set up and Lele there. So if he ends to change my hand, that's fine. I can Sycamore anyway. So we'll knock him out. Oh, got the head, so still got 40 health left. And what do we get? Oh, Sycamore. Oh, alright, well, can save the Lele. Well, obviously I still have to drop the Lele, but now I don't have to search one out from my deck. Alright, so he's geared up his Zoroark, so he's going to get the KO. Might as well send the Koko out since it's got the Floatstone anyway. But 210, it's a bit of a steep. So what I want off the Sycamore now is an energy, another Koko, and I don't think I can one-shot. He's only got 2 energies on, so my GX won't finish it off. So I'll probably hope for then a what's it called? Fighting Fury Bout. That, at least that way I'd have extra health, and he can't just go out and one-shot. Well, it's still a 2-shot. Zoroark can't one-shot. It's more of a supported GX if it's trade. I mean, but it's the only thing he's got that can attack, so that's why he had to put it out. But that's why he's got his Darkrai getting set up, and he's got another Zoroark coming out. Is he running a Norb? Is the non-GX one in standard? I think it's only expanded right now, so once during your turn before you attack. So can he do it? I don't. Alright, so he's got a Floatstone now on the Darkrai. Alright, well, let's see what happens. This could be an interesting. This could be a bit of a close match now. I mean, would have been a bit better if I got heads last turn. oh, like on my first one, then I would have definitely got the KO. But let's see, energy switch. I don't think there's a need to use that. No, I don't want to swap. Well, if I'm gonna toss it anyway, so doesn't matter. Sycamore. Let's see. Well, we've got another Electivire, and only one though. So it's not what we want. Can I Electivire it in? I needed at least one more energy. So I'm gonna have to let the Lele take a hit. Or I drop this Koko, and you can survive. Oh, Trickster can't use the GX attack, but he can use Giga Impact, which can. Yeah, he's gonna Trickster and get the one shot. So retreat, let the Lele come out, because if he knocks out my Lele, I can rescue Stretcher it back anyway. So, but we got a Sycamore again, so that's what I did need as well. So he's gonna get another 2 prize cards. And he's geared up. There's the normal one. So it is in this Mind Jack. So that's not going to be that great, because I don't have a huge bench. So he's probably going to start gearing up the Darkrai, I think. He's Elixir. Yep, so he's gearing up Darkrai. Alright, so if he can attach one more, he won't switch. Like I said, if he'll either use the Rage Speeding or go for the Trickster GX and get a knockout. Oh, Sycamoring. Oh yeah, well he can't get that Darkrai back because his bench is full. Alright, well he's geared up. You have a Darkrai, can do 20 plus, he can do 100 damage. Oh, he only went for the 120. Well, I'm really am surprised he didn't use the GX. Well, we got all the energies we need now, so might as well. Wait, what have I got out? No, I don't need the rescue stretcher right now then. Alright, so we're gonna drop you again. I'm still gonna Sycamore because I need to get. Do I wanna? I don't think I need any more of those. That one's there. And I got a bunch on my bench now, so I'm going to Sycamore. Definitely don't need to Talonflame. Alright, well we can actually luckily remove his energy. And we got a Choice Band, so I can hit. Wait. Well, I can knock out for 200 with the Choice Band, so I'm gonna do that. Damn. So before an energy there. I'll remove his Float Stone. Yeah. I'm not gonna risk not getting it. And I can scoop up next turn for the Lele. Hopefully I get a hit. So we're gonna hit him with that Tapu Thunder. Get rid of that Zorak. So now I can only trade once. And we've got some energy lotto. So if we're lucky, if we need a DCE, we got that. How have I gone? No, I've still got one Sycamore. No, all Sycamore's gone. So if I need a draw supporter, it's gonna. I've only got an N left, so there's no more draw supporters other than this Kukui. But that can come in handy as well. Well, his Mind Jack can currently hit for 100, but if he has to break, which can use one of my attacks, he can still hit the Electivire. So he's going to remove probably the Float Stone and the Choice Band. I mean, Electivire doesn't have any energies. Oh, no, Stadium. Alright, that's right, he can't one-shot me. And now he can. I was considering also putting a Lucamine in there because to get back some of the supporters, but nah. Alright, so he is inning. Oh, well, if I'm lucky, I'll draw once again. Well, I've got a Fury Belt, NG, and an E for me, so I can regain my hand straight after. I will probably... Oh, who do I attach? Probably attach it to... Well, I'm gonna try and get that Koko off the... Not Koko, Lele off the bench. So I'll probably attach the double colors to the Electivire. He's gearing up his Yveltal now. Well, he's got a few energies in the discard. How many deck? He's only got 14 cards left. And how many Sycamores he going through? 1. So he's still got a few Sycamores if he needs to use it. Well, I can get a knockout here, and he can counter knockout. I want to save the lightning. And I've still got... Well, I can attach... How many he can do? He can do enough damage. So you get knocked out regardless. Don't want to use the Fury Bout then if he's just going to get knocked out, because that Darkrai is going to be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 80. Yeah, 120. Wait, 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, 100. Oh, yeah, if he attaches next turn, he'll be able to get the knockout. Well, might as well risk it then. We'll attach this to you, and I'm gonna in. He's gonna gain extra cards, but I need to, if I'm lucky, got the scoop up. Cool. So I can get the Lele back. I don't want to do it this turn since I've already used the N. I want to save it for next turn. So I'll hit him with that Sky High Claw. Got the 140 there. Take this one. What do we get? Oh, cool. Alright, another Koko. Bad thing is, we're gonna lose most of our energies there since it's all on him. He did bring out the Darkrai, which means he's probably got a Dark up there. But I can hit him for 60 to 120 if I attach the Electabuzz next turn. And he'll probably bring back the Darkrai from his discard now to get another. No, oh, probably forgot. That's what I would have done. He would have got an extra energy, could do more damage. Because he only hit for 120 there. He can't knock me out. I've got 170 health. So I'm going to drop you. Use the scoop up. Damn, Tails. Try again. Heads. Alright, Lele, come back. Now I could Kukui, which would get his Darkrai really weak. So I'll probably do that, and it'll allow me to draw. Well, I haven't used well, I've only got a choice, Kukui or Ace of Rollers, so Kukui it is. So I'm either going to do 80 or 140 damage this turn, but I got a couple more cards. Can't attach this turn. So, come on, heads. Tails, no. Wait, how many DCs I got left? Nah, that's the last DC too. Alright, so I got 180 health. You can hit for... I'm not asleep, so can't use that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 120, 140. He can't knock me out. I can use Giga Impact and get the KO. Or he's going to retreat. If he retreats, I can't knock him out. If he has a Field Blower, he can knock me out, and I'm in a bit of a tight spot because I won't have anything that can survive because he can hit for... He's going to hit for 140 this turn. 20, 40, 60, 80. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is 120, yeah, 140. So next turn he hit for 160, and all he needs is a Fighting Fury Bout. Or if he has another Max Elixir. Oh, nope, Guzmid. Still, he can still bring back the one from his... I think he doesn't know, but he can hit me now and get the KO. Oh, I don't have a Guzma, do I? Shit. Alright, now I've lost now. Yeah, Guzma, yeah, now he's got 210. Nah, that's game over there. Should have remembered that. He probably... Oh well. We'll give him the old well played. I've definitely lost. Can only hit for... Yeah, nothing I have can knock it out. Because all he has to do is retreat. and then attack. Well, actually, it could also come down to if he makes a misplay, because he can't hit me for KO with his Zoroark, but he can. No, he's used Trickster, so yep, nah, he's gonna use Giga Impact. There we go. Well, if he had misplayed, I could have won. Never mind. It was okay. It was a close match, though. I mean, a Zoroark Darkrai deck is like, it was essentially a Turbo Darkrai. It managed to get close. I mean, it was just, as always, RNG. Don't always have the exact right cards we need at the right time, but my opponent did. So that's the spam deck. Obviously, you did see it can work. I mean, obviously, as always, this is just how I've set it up. You probably have better cards, better ways of doing it. This is just what I've got. And yeah, so obviously I will, as always, link in the description below for part 2. We will just take it out again. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace!